And we're live. Live and direct here over on YouTube. It's the Watch Along series. You don't know, it's gonna be the big bad match between Mexico and South Africa. No, see, that's how we are started off, you know. Wait a minute. Did I so? Shout out to all our people I'm joining in. Shout out to everybody. Hey, how are you doing, Chris? We're here live for the watch along between Mexico and South Africa. The starting of the World Cup, man. How's your day going so far? It's gonna be an epic watch along. Gonna have a great vibes tonight. Should be a great vibes, man. You know, we have one drone game in live as well for the starting of an epic game, a nice match. So starting in goal, for Mexico, we have Rangel. At right back, we have Reyes. In center defense, we have Montes and Vasquez. Also at left back position, we have Gallardo. In the midfield, the whole midfielder is Lyra. We have Gutierrez and Fidalgo in the midfield as the attacking players. And up front, we have the big man from Wolves, Raul Jimenez. We also have Quinteros and Alvarado. Good to see you checking in, man, Chris. It's going to be a great match today, guys. Should be a very interesting matchup between these two teams. Let's pull up the screen here. No, no, in the pop-up as yet. Just a wait on it to pop up. Shout out to all the persons tuning in. Should be a very great matchup, man. Should be a great matchup between these two teams today. Yeah, man. Think this match will kind of tell us what we should expect for the World Cup. Get a really good match. Yes. So we can use this probably as a marker to tell us if it's gonna be an interesting World Cup or it's gonna be a World Cup for us to be concerned about. Boy, it seems like it's gonna be underdog World Cup, to be honest. At this rate. Match is about to start, guys. Seems like it's gonna be an underdog World Cup. Just waiting for the match to kick up, guys, for us to start
The
the
match
screen.
STRT yet.
About to start. Match is about to start. All right. One second, the chat. All right, match starts now. It's now 1 minute into the game, and we're live. Yeah, just waiting on the thing there to pop up. So 1 minute into it. And we're off, guys. It's an interesting game matchup so far. Two teams. Just Mexico with the kickoff. Mexico has the kickoff so far. Mexico just passing around the ball, feeling out the other team. No, get the knock around. Yeah, I get the page. Oh, yeah, live action page is now available. All right. All right. 1 second there. 1 second, chat. Just see live action page. I wait for it to forward up. Hold on the chat. Hold on the chat. My live action page. I forget itself. So. Get it up now. Nah, see ball a knock. The ball a pass my your page. 4 minute, 5 minute now. But ball and pass by my page. Ball and pass by my page now. 1 second there. We have a little technical difficulty here. Ball and move on my page. Yeah, but me not see nothing happen on my one. Yeah, like you know, see nothing. Ball safe. Me supposed to see something like ball safe and attack on them stuff there. Nothing happen for this. No problem. Let me try. One, two, three. Why not move down on my screen? Good attack there by Mexico. Ooh, good shot. Good save by the South African keeper. That's a wonderful shot by Mexico right there. Jaja. Better not now move over here, so I'll go on. Uh, Alright, so it's 8 minutes gone in the game. Mexico has scored. That's a goal to Mexico right there. 1-0 to Mexico. Yeah, play something like that, Aaron. Yeah, 1-0 to Mexico. Yeah, man. Goal scorer, Julian Quineros. Quinones. 1-0 to the Mexicans, guys. Mm. Mexico leading this game 1-0. It's an open game so far, you know. Mexico been knocking around the ball. It's a very open game so far. So anything is possible at this time in the game. A very, very open game so far. No, you know, I work on mine either. I search one something here as media so yeah. Um, yeah. I search one live action page. You find one where I work? Alright, cool, cool, cool. I send it na Discord. Send it na Discord. Yeah, yeah. No, me I watch the match, you know. The match is not the problem, you know. Yeah, the live action. The live actions page am a problem. Alright, start work now. It start work. It start work now. Start work now, John. Start work now. See just pop up. Mexico currently leading. Alright, try capture it now. Start work now. Me send the goal afterwards. Me capture the goal. Yeah, me capture the goal, yeah. Eh? I'll send it after. Alright, me stop. Okay, live now. Weird clock still with which alright, 15 minutes gone in the game. Yeah, it's a even affair so far, even though Mexico is leading. Big up to all the persons them joining in on this stream.
Yeah.
I pray Father Fitzroy. No, the score in the match. Here doing the World Cup watch
Me have a
along my
controller
G.
now.
Oh, you have a controller now. Yeah, man. Fully active, man. We can bung some lead and thing when you're active, man. No, no, say World Cup thing with you are going to do watch along right now.
How me
Currently,
join?
no, man. A World Cup watch along we are do currently. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, watch along me I do currently. So we are stream over here, so we have up on the Human Tube as well. You see me?
Ah.
You don't know, man. Share up your live, make people them know go on. South Africa has just picked up a yellow card. Yeah, man. Shout out to the persons tuning in over on YouTube as well. It's 1-0 to Mexico. Guys, if you're new to the stream, remember to drop a follow as well. Yeah, man. That was a poor tackle there by the South African player. This card, yes, anything? Uh, boom, boom. Um, no, no, no. Good free kick earned by Mexico right there. Oh, they played it short. Think they're just building up, cause Mexico has the power up front to run at any team, so they think they're building up. And there you have on the bench a legend, Godamar Ochoa. I think he'll feature in the World Cup because this is his last World Cup. So I think he's gonna feature in the World Cup before he exits. Now, before the World Cup ends, man, I think he's gonna get a send off. They're gonna give him a proper sending off. He's one of Mexico's main keeper throughout the years. If you've been following Mexican football, you know Guillermo Ochoa. Big keeper that. Good goalkeeper. So I think Mexico they're gonna give him a proper sending off. They're gonna Yeah, it'd be honored to give him a proper sending off. That's a yellow card. Alright, let's see. It's in a dangerous position as well. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Definitely. That was a poor tackle by the Mexican attacker there. Very poor tackle. I think we should get another one before the closing half of the half. I think we'll be able to get another one before the half closes. Yeah, at least right before your halftime. Because right before halftime is always a critical point. Yes. Don't listen to what he's saying, chat. Don't listen to what he's saying, chat. So they're now taking a quick water break, chat. Because the heat over there in the United States currently is uh, we're here every single match. They're now taking that little water break. I'm gonna adjust the time as well to chat while they're taking the water break. Pause the timer there. The time currently at 28 minutes. Yes, yes. All right, they back off again. The match is on again. Very, very interesting matchup, chat. Very, very interesting matchup. That was a good shot as well. Proper shot that was. It was a proper goal, chat. Proper goal. But we think we can get one more, before the ending of the first half. I can see South Africa probably squeezing back one. Yeah, yes. They don't want to give up a goal right before halftime, because that can be a very crushing effect to the team morale coming out for second half. Yes, yes. He has to be very careful for the remaining of the game, and he has at least 60 minutes of football remaining for him to play, so he has to play very cautious. South African team, I'm hearing you. think there's an underdog in this World Cup, but I think there's some drama to the World Cup as well. There will be some drama to this World Cup as well. There's gonna be some drama, but for now, I think an underdog team can nip this one. Because you have the big name teams here, we have seen so far in the practice games where the underdog teams have been, showing up. Yeah, they have been performing well so far in the warm up games towards the World Cup. So if these big teams aren't careful, an underdog team can, you know, yes, to prove themselves. Yes, yes. And we're now playing in a different climate than what regular footballers are used to. They're used to the cool winter type conditions because most of these countries are from Europe. So they're used to that type of weather condition. Now they're in a more tropical climate where you see they have to be taking water breaks and such. So that can also have an effect on their performance. Yeah, that's a good thing they do, but having that for just a few minutes and playing a full 90-minute ball game, that's a whole different situation. I think this type of weather more suits countries from the tropical climate. So like countries in Africa, the countries that are in South America and the Caribbean here, or in the World Cup. This type of weather will more suit them comparing to the England, the Germany, and the Spain who are used to the cold type of weather. Yes, in the first half, yes. And it would be good for us to get another goal, man. It makes the game interesting. If South Africa could nip one right before the halftime break, we know we've got a match on our hand. Yes. There's no cake. It won't be a cakewalk. Yes, the bread bag team, the famous bread bag team. Boy, they have a out I wouldn't say out of form, but Luka Magic is not at his best right now. He's now on the final lap of his career. But you know, football is a very tricky sport, a very funny sport. It's who turn up on a given day. So probably we see a last dance from Luka Magic. You never know. Luka Magic can turn up on a given day and perform like prime Luka Magic. Yes. Because if Luka Magic turn up and perform like prime Luka Magic, we know that's gonna be a very interesting World Cup. The same way persons out here are thinking that Ronaldo is gonna turn up and give them the prime Ronaldo that they know. Let's see how it goes. Got to big up yourself. Respect for joining in on the stream. Everybody who's joining in, remember we're streaming over on YouTube as well, guys. We're over on Twitch and Kick. From your team, share up the live, guys. Share the live. Later on tonight.
Use FIFA Plus. Camel Live.
Where's the FIFA Plus? After halftime, me check in with the Gratovis for change it. South Africa in a dangerous attack here. Let's see. Oh, shot is off target. South Africa is trying, guys. It's 7 minutes remaining in the second half, in the first half, So I think South Africa probably nipped that one before halftime. And if they nip that one before halftime, we're gonna have a very, very interesting second half. Shout out to all the persons joining. If you're new to this stream, remember to drop a follow. We're doing the World Cup watch along here. Live. We're gonna be here every single day, every single match. You can also go ahead and follow Drone Gaming JA as well, guys. We're also live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. South Africa back at it again. Ooh. Mexico is defending very hard. South Africa is pressing for that late one, before the first half closes, Ooh. Yeah. We probably get about 5 minutes at a time because they have to factor in the water break. So I think we probably get about 5 minutes at a time. But for now, I think South Africa is pushing to get that late equalizer for the first half. Mexico is defending very tight at this time. Yes. Just not finishing their chances currently. That's the issue that we're having. That's just a regular coming together there between the Mexican and the South African player there. Yes. Ball is now being passed around by the Mexican team. What time you seen on the match currently? 39 minutes? No, not on the live, on the screen where you watch. Yeah, football screen. Yes. So my live log then. Cause 39 minutes me I see on me. No, me mean the match, yeah, watch the match, you say, right?
MN them a play rough YF.
Yeah, for me just gone a 40. Which one I link here use for your keep? Yeah, see exactly action for action. on your screen?
Camel live.
Alright. I'll do a check. Come on, get auction for auction currently. I'll check out that as well. Yeah, cause currently me now get auction for auction. This now give me auction for auction either, cause I see him. No man, me I thought the live match, you know, me I watch the match. The watch where we are watch itself, me now get the auction for auction. Yeah, me there 41 minutes. So it's just take a shot. That me just a sip on my screen. Yeah, me I see 43 on the live itself, but not on what me I watch. Yeah, yes, I me attack. Yeah man, yeah man. Yes, 44 minutes in the match. Alright, so Africa is building up another player right now. South Africa is trying to make a push for a 'We're now coming up to halftime, guys. 'Alright, so we're now into injury time. There's 4 minutes of injury time added, guys. 4 minutes of injury time added. South Africa pressing to see if they can get a late one before halftime. Definitely. Yeah, we're almost at halftime, so Mexico have a goal kick. That shot was kicked wide. That's halftime, chat. We're at halftime. Halftime with the score 1-0 to Mexico. A early 9-minute goal by Julian. South Africa has been playing good so far, trying to get back into the game, and I think they'll definitely get back into the game. They just need to finish their chances. Yes, yes. The Mexicans need to tighten up the back line. I think they're a bit exposed there. It's just that poor finishing from South Africa. Because the game could have been a one affair so far. It could have been probably a 2-1 to South Africa, but they didn't finish their chances when they got them. They didn't finish their chances when they got them. Definitely. You have to. Have to finish your chances when you get your chances. And I'll be posting a clip of the goal shortly on my status. So persons who missed the goal that Mexico score, I'll be posting it shortly. You'll be able to see it here on my page, and you'll also be able to see it over on Drone Gaming JA. So you're gonna be seeing it here, right here on my page, and also on Drone Gaming JA. But big up to all the persons who are joining. I'll be posting the goal from Mexico shortly on my status. So you can check it out. But Mexico needs to do some work in the second half, because if they don't step up their game, South Africa is gonna capitalize. Just poor finishing while South Africa is not back in the game as yet. Shout out to all the persons who are joining in on the stream. If you're new to the stream, remember to drop a follow. We'll be here doing all the watch alongs for the World Cup. Edit this, crop this. Big up all the persons joining in on the watch along so far. South Africa have a chance of getting back in. At this point, I see South Africa getting back into the game. If they just finish their chances, they'll be back into the game. Definitely, definitely. So, guys, it's currently halftime. Mexico leading 1-0. An early 9-minute goal from Julian. Uploading the goal currently to my status, so you guys will be able to see the goal. It was poor defending by South Africa that cost them that goal. What happened to it? Much of our show? Big up all the persons who are joining in. Dixon, big up. Ralph, big up. If you're new to the stream, remember to drop a follow. We're doing a live watch along between Mexico and South Africa. It's currently 1-0 to Mexico. I'm uploading the goal scored by Mexico, so you guys will be able to see if you didn't get to watch the match, if you're not currently watching the match. It's a very rough match so far. I realize a lot of heavy tackles going in from both teams. Yeah, yeah. I think shots is not South Africa problem, it's the finishing. Yeah, they're not finishing properly. That's South Africa's main issue currently. They're not finishing. Alright, guys, so if you go on my status, you'll be able to see the goal from Mexico. It's up on the status. You can also check Drone Gaming JA. He'll have it as well. No, up. Alright, that's it. Yeah. It'll be over on our IG page as well. The same name, A Mental World. So you can also go over there and give us a follow. And we're live as well on YouTube, Twitch, Kick as well. So guys, you can just jump over to the status to see the goal by Mexico if you missed the goal. Mexico leading 1-0. Not very cagey affair so far. But I think there's some more goals remaining in this game. There's some more goals remaining in this game. Yeah, the Mexicans have to come out and play because their defense is not looking good so far. They need to do some very compact work on the defense. Big up all the persons joining the stream. If you're new to the stream, remember, welcome to the family. Welcome to A Mental World. Remember to like, share, and comment your team. Drop your name or drop the team that you're supporting in the chat. Persons that are joining the stream, drop the team that you're supporting in the chat. So I can know if you're supporting a quality team. If you're supporting Brazil, drop Brazil in the chat. Drop the Brazil flag in the chat. Argentina, Spain, Germany. Drop the team that you're supporting in the chat. Comment your team. If you're proud of your team and you're not a wagonist, comment your team. Yes, no, I know some persons are waiting until the round that 32 and the round that 16. You see them flag on them DP change from Brazil to Germany or them change to Netherlands or something. Cause you know, so when them team are gone home early, people are gonna start changing team. Alright, that's somebody said they're supporting Portugal. I'm gonna remember your name enough. So when you reach round of 16, I don't want to see you commenting with no Brazil flag or a Argentina flag, you know. When try to remember your name, you know. Jamon. I don't want when you reach round of 32 when Portugal gone home early. Me see a shoot up a Brazil flag, you know, and they say, yo, a Neymar your ball, you know. No wagonist thing for the World Cup. Stay true to your team. If your team go home early, just fully bucket with your tears and sit down and watch for the rest of the journey. Big up yourself. Big up the Portugal supporters out there as well. One CR7 on his last lap, you know. Do you think Portugal can bring it home? Because they say if he doesn't have the World Cup, they can't give him the status of the GOAT, you know. He's not going to get the proper GOAT. He's going to get the Sheen one. So, let's hope Portugal can, you know, bring it home and let them put the proper crown on the baller. No. We already know where Argentina is going out, you know. We see them going out round the 16 or quarterfinal, and I already told you that, you know. They can't buy out this one like what they did in Qatar, you know. So we see Argentina going as far as the quarterfinals. If you're serious about your team, chat defend your team. I don't want to wait until the final all of a sudden when they know say Curacao we have so much supporter. Or Czech Republic we have so much supporter. All of a sudden you see be a bread bag in our chat when we reach finals. I say, no, sir, where them support you forward from? Comment your team from early. Well, let's hope they can give him the crown this time around, you know. Because this is Ronaldo's last dance, you know. So let's hope they can give him the crown before he exit the stage. Because after this, you know, he's out completely. There's going to have to be a new generation of footballers popping up out of Portugal. So Ronaldo is going to have to try to find at least half the form that he had back in 2006, 2007 Ronaldo, or when he went to Real Madrid. But they have a few good ballers there in Portugal as well. You have Bruno Fernandes, the top assister currently in the Premier League. And you also have Vitinha. So they have a good structure of players there that can, you know, produce some good football. But can they sustain that football in this type of weather? Because what persons are failing to understand about this World Cup, the weather is going to play a great factor in the World Cup, you know. This is going to be it's a World Cup of stamina. Because it's very hot currently in the United States. It's hot in Mexico. It's even hot right here in Jamaica and the Caribbean overall. It's the heat. Yes, they have to be taking water breaks at the 25-minute mark. So can these European ballers keep up in this tropical heat? The heat is going to play a very critical factor in this World Cup. It can temporarily help them, but remember when they're playing in Europe, you know, they have heaters in the stadium, you know, but they also have extremely cold weather that they're playing on. You know, when you're playing in cold weather, you don't sweat a lot. And that kind of help your body as well. It's like when you go out jogging in the morning, early morning, when you see persons out there jogging. When you're jogging in that early morning weather, you get a nicer energy than when you go 12 o'clock in the day if you go jog. You can go a far journey than where you go when you jog at 12 o'clock. So that's the issue that they're going to be having, that a lot of these European ballers are going to be having now. They're going to be playing in temperatures ranging from 25 to probably as high as 40 degrees. Because I hear in some cities in the United States, they're experiencing temperatures close to 40 degrees Celsius. So I don't think some of them will be able to sustain the level of football that they're used to in Europe in this type of heat. So I think there's going to be an underdog in this World Cup, and the teams from the Caribbean and Africa and all the other tropical weathers, I think they're going to be, you know, they're going to have a slight advantage over these teams. So the second half is off again, guys. We're off to the second half. Respect for all the persons who are following. Sorry about that, guys. Support John, big up. Jamon, big up. All the persons that are following me. If you're new to the stream, guys, remember to drop your follow. We're doing the World Cup watch along. Mexico already on the attack early in the second half. Can they get a second early? Ooh. Shots off target. Guys, I'll give it some taps on the screen as well. Arthur, big up yourself. We're going to be here for all the matches throughout the World Cup season. So if you're not able to keep up with the watch along, we'll have highlights and also the goals being posted on our status. If you missed the Mexico goal, guys, you can go over to my status and you'll see the goal. You also can go over to Drone Gaming JA and you'll see it there as well. We'll be keeping you up to date on all the matches as they progress. Just remember to follow me if you're not following. Use respect for the follow. If you're not following, remember to follow me so you can keep up with the content. Also support the page as well. We do other contents over here. Mike, big up, respect for the follow. We're also on YouTube as well, guys. Twitch and Kick. Same thing for Drone Gaming. So you can go over there and follow Drone Gaming as well, guys. So Mexico is off to a good start so far, Drone. You think they're trying to close out the game early? Oh, shot on target. Good save. Good save there by South Africa. Yes. But that's the issue South Africa is having, you know. They break in and they getting the opportunity, but the finishing is very poor. They're kicking out a lot of shots. Yeah, they're very wasteful in front of goal. Because the match could have been at least 2-1 South Africa. But they're very wasteful in front of goal. South Africa need to represent Africa well, you know. Because they were once the host of the World Cup back in 2010. Mike, respect for the follow. Yes, yes. It's a very rough match so far, guys. Tackles are flying in. Yes, man. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And they have to do that. They have to try to score because if they don't score, they're going to be in trouble with their defense because the Mexican defense is a bit shaky so far. Appreciate persons joining on the stream. If you're new to the stream, remember to drop a follow, guys. Whoa, red card for South Africa there. Whoa. 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 First red card for the World Cup, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Straight red card for South Africa, guys. Do you think it's frustration that led to that red card? What is the first match of the World Cup? So you're out for literally the rest of the World Cup now, you know. You're out for the rest of the World Cup now. You're out for the rest of the World Cup now. Because that's a 3-match ban. That's a 3-match ban, so he's out for the rest of the World Cup unless South Africa advance to the round of 32. A round of 16. That was a poor challenge, but the Mexican player was in on goal right there, so he had to make a decision, but I don't think the decision to pull down the player was the right one. At least the keeper should have advanced to try to reduce the angle, and the player should have got around, to defend the goal. But the keeper stood on his line. The defender, had no choice but to make the tackle. That's a one-on-one, that's a straight red. So South Africa has gotten the first red card of the World Cup, guys. That Player World Cup is over after 51 minutes. South Africa is now down to 10 men. So you think South Africa will be able to get back into the game with 10 men now? It's going to be an uphill task for them, And South Africa was playing so well, So but it was the high press that caused South Africa that, because they were pressing very high there. They got caught out right at the halfway line. Because they were trying to get back a goal. So, in football, that's one of the tricky things, Playing a high press football can get you caught out if you don't have strategic defender or defenders with pace. Because the defender didn't have enough pace right there to get around the attacker. He had to just pull down the attacker and foul him, costing his team. Yes. Definitely. Yeah, they've been going toe to toe. And that high press just cost them. So now they're going to have to play this game because they can get back into it, Because we see that the Mexican defense is very, shaky as well. So I think South Africa can still get back into it if they play a very tight, compact game. They can't play the open, free-flowing football that they were playing earlier because it's going to cost them. Shout out to all the persons joining in on the stream. If you're new to this stream, remember to drop a follow, guys. We'll be doing the watch along here for the World Cup. We'll be back later on again for the match between South Korea versus Czech Republic. Guys, remember to drop the team that you're supporting in the chat. Drop your flag in the chat or drop the name of your team that you're supporting. If you're a Brazilian, Argentine, Portuguese, Spaniard, drop the name of your team in the chat. I don't want to reach the semifinals and then we see people start post up Brazil flag on them status, We don't want the Waganist culture. Respect for the follow. No Waganist culture around here, guys. So drop your flag and stand up behind your team from early. Jess, big up yourself. Respect for joining in.
Hi.
South Africa is trying to build up an attack here. What's up, Jess? Which team you're supporting, Jess? PUBG is not a team, Jess. So I don't want to see your type PUBG in the chat, Big up the baddest button PUBG, in the chat. One true
Lol
Luna.
PUBG to the world.
Big up, Jess. One bat on the app.
IK nothing apt ball.
No, not saying one of them Waganists said Jess will say, alright, yeah, support this team because a Neymar or a Messi or one of them players there. Just say him not have no team.
No saw.
Jaja. You have got jump on when I bandwagon them, man, Jesse. German Wagon a good wagon for you the panty, you know. And a wagon still in a bus. A bus, a good bus for you, pan. If you want a champion team for support, you can support Germany. Because I know say you're big, you love champions, you know. No man, Jess, we not beg nobody for join team, you know, Jess. Me just know say you're a good person. Me know say you're forward over upon a good bus if you want to travel upon a good bus, man. But we all know say you Spain a go home for first round, you know. So all the Spaniards them have a bucket of forward run, you know. Wait till Brazil and Spain tears start dropping, you know. Me have a bucket of me a company live with con collect no tears in there, you know.
Okay.
Drop your team in the
Lol.
comment section, man. Drop your team in the comment section. Oh, no do that, man. No say so, man. South Africa is still attacking,
As
you
soon
know.
as I figure it out, I will.
Alright, Jess. But most time people always support them partner team, you know. So whatever team your partner support, Jess, you know, so you have to really support the team as well, you know. Shout out to all the persons joining in on the stream. Mr. A. Roach, big up yourself. Ryan here, big up yourself. If you're new to this stream, remember to drop a follow, guys. We're doing the watch along here between South Africa and Mexico. Mexico is leading 1-0. South Africa is
Not
currently
me,
down
unlike
to
you
10
team
men.
go lose.
1 second, Jess. Because it's a read over upon this stuff. Shout out to the persons over there on YouTube as well. We're streaming on YouTube as well, guys. So remember to go over there and subscribe to the channel. We're growing the community over there as well. You can subscribe to Drone Gaming JA. Alright, Mexico have a free kick here, guys. What can they do with this free kick? Yeah, Roach, respect for the follow. Yeah, this stream like it a log a bit. Alright, so South Africa has cleared their lines. Yeah, man. South Africa now give up, man. South Africa a push feet. South Africa really a push feet. Even though they're down to 10 men, South Africa still pushing for it. They're not giving up, man. South Africa is still pushing, man, even though they're down to 10 men. Guys, drop the name of the team that you're supporting. There's 106 of you guys over here. Drop the name of your team you're supporting in the chat so we can know which team you're supporting. If you're supporting Brazil, drop the Brazil flag. Drop the Argentina flag. Drop your Spain flag. If you know say Mexico, you carry your team, I lead 1-0 currently, man. Drop the name the team in the chat, man. We're doing a live watch along. South Africa have a goal kick. Brazil, Miss Love, big up yourself. Brazilians are here in the chat. Miss Love, how far you think Brazil is gonna go in the World Cup? How far you think your team is gonna go? You know, I know Brazil is not gonna win the World Cup, but how far you think Brazil is gonna go, Miss Love? Far, far. You know, say Brazil have a cold culture you know, already. No, you know, so Germany is here with the kryptonite for Brazil, you know. How much you think we're going to give them if we bought Brazil this time? Tashana, big up yourself, respect for the follow. Yes, sir, Brazil. Brazil for the win. Evelyn, big up yourself, respect for the follow as well. Tashana, we'll be back to see that, man. I have my tears bucket available for you guys, you know. I have my tears bucket, see it? I have a tears jar here right away for you guys. You know. So here's the tears jar, you know. When it's time to put your tears in the jar, you know, guys, I'll be collecting your tears, you know. See, I have my tears jar here for you guys, you know. I have my tears jar available for you guys, for you to shed your tears in it and make sure so you put on the tears with little pain in it as well. Because we want to feel no pain. 29 minutes remaining in the game, guys. Do you think South Africa can come back? You say at this time, I'm going to need a bigger one. Yes, man, Jess, I think I'm going to have to get a bigger one because the Brazil team alone, you know, the Brazil fan base alone, you know, I think I'm going to have to get a drum, you know, for that, you know. For the Brazil, oh God, man, for the Brazil and Argentinian supporting group, I think I'm going to have to get a drum. You know them drum there where they send down barrel, you know, them blue one there. I one of that me have to get for the Brazilian and the German, the Brazilian and Argentine. The Argentine fan base. I'm going to have to get one of them big blue drum there for them. Because them the tears, oh God, them will overflow the bucket. Yes, we have to get a tank. I wonder if Tank will want to sponsor me when I Black Rhino tank them for put the Brazilian tears in. Yeah, man, we have to get when I Rhino tank them for Brazilian and for true Jess. Jess, you made the right comment there. We say, Miss Love, me now get to collect your tears. Alright, Miss Love, may I make sure say, yo, remember the comments, you know, guys. Remember, say, Miss Love, so we now get to collect our tears, you know. Miss Love, make sure say you not hide on that time, you know. No, she can't hide, Jess. She cannot hide, because fear tears are first tears more if you drop in the tank. Fear tears are the first tears that go in the tank. We say, Ramon, alright. All around the Brazilian, we are make nice comments, you know. Is a Rhino tank me a buy phone, you know. Make sure so you follow me, you know, so you can be here. Fireman, big up yourself. Ramon, big up yourself. Ramon, sorry. Sorry for the mispronunciation of your name there, my boss. Me tell you, no, Joe, me going to need a Rhino tank for all of the Brazilian them. All of the Brazilian and Argentine them. We are going to go over Tankwell and see if we can get sponsored. One of them big Rhino tank there. No, sir, for me little copy so can probably hold for me tears tonight, man. Remember say only tears me will cry and tears are dry when time when you see me I lift a trophy, you know. I only tears that me I go carry, you know. The tears are dry when you see Germany lift up a trophy, you know. Peter, get respect for the follow. Yeah, man, we have a little cup here, so in the case off. But you know, say only tears we will cry are tears of joy. We have a South African player down on the field currently being treated. It's a very rough match, you know, guys. A very rough match. Big up the Mexicans, them. Yeah, man, Ramon. Big up the Mexicans, them. You know, say them are Caribbean brothers. Them are the hosts as well. Co-hosts. Big up Mexico. Mexico currently leading 1-0, guys. South Africa has received a red card. You know, Mexico was through on goal and the defender committed himself to making a rash tackle by pulling down the Mexican attacker, you know. Cause South Africa a player there. So they're down to 10 men. Guys, if you miss the Mexican goal, you can go on my status. The Mexican goal is up on my status. It's up on my status on Instagram as well. It's same thing at a mental world. We'll have all the highlights as well available, match reactions as well. So ensure that you're following us. We'll be here later on for the South Korea versus Czech Republic match as well. Ensure you're following Drone Gaming JA. Yes, so the entire African continent behind Mexico. Yeah. We know why that happened. You can check yeah, definitely. Ramon, you have to DM me, you know, because you know we're streaming on YouTube. We can't mention the sites that we're watching on as well, isn't it? So you have to DM me. and I can provide you with the site afterwards, after the stream. Because we threw on YouTube as well, don't want to get demonetized. Because World Cup is a paid subscription. And channels have paid millions of dollars to broadcast it. Alright, Mexico with the ball here on the attack. Ooh, South Africa cut it out. South Africa, I think South Africa can get back into the game. It's just 1-0. South Africa can get back. South Africa can get back into the game, guys. I'm not putting out the South Africans. Yeah, because South Africa played a good game in the first half, guys. What beat South Africa is just poor finishing. They got a lot of open chances in the first half. It's just poor finishing why they're not on the scoreboard as yet. Yes. And Mexico is on the attack, and that's a Mexican goal. Golazo, golazo, golazo. Golazo. Mexico has scored a second, guys. Oh, I think that has knocked the wind out of South African sail right there. And that's the man from Wolves, Raul Jimenez. Oh, that is it. Oh, we have persons here that are betting on the match. Big up on yourself. Guys, when you can use Just Better, you don't know you have other platforms out there that you can, risk it for your biscuit. If you want to do so. Guys, remember you have to gamble responsibly. If you don't have it, don't commit it. Let me update the score, guys. Mexico has gotten a second. So I think that's game for South Africa. I think that's game for South Africa. They're down to 10 men. And yeah, get a second. Yeah, I think they're gonna play defensive football now for the rest of the game. They're not gonna commit themselves a lot now in this part of the game because 2-0 up. You're playing against a 10-man team. You're just gonna want that team to push and then you just counter. You're gonna have that team push and then you counter. Yes. They concede, it's football still, just football is a very tricky game, because Mexico can get complacent and South Africa can get back into the game with 10 men, The ball is very round. They're currently having a water break. Definitely. So they're having a water break now, guys. The temperature is very hot over there in the US. And as I said before, I think the temperature is going to play a very key factor in this World Cup, I don't think the European teams are going to be able to play the type of football that they want to play in this hot temperature. I think it's gonna have a big factor on them. They have to be having water breaks every 25 minutes. All right, we're active again, guys. We're active again. All right. Uh, 147 persons here in the live. Big up to all who joining in. Guys, remember to drop the team that you're supporting in the chat. We're doing a live watch along. Ramon, respect for the rose. Appreciate it. 18, 19 minutes remaining in the game, guys. Mexico leading 2-0. South Africa is down to 10 men. Guys, if you're not following, remember to follow me, guys. We're going to be here every day for the watch alongs. Also, remember to follow Drone Gaming as well. Just know. Yes. Mexico on the attack again. Ooh. Get some taps on the screen as well now, guys. Tap up the screen. Appreciate the gift, Jess. We'll be back later on again, guys, for the match between South Korea and Czech Republic. Remember, we're streaming as well over on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So you guys can follow me over there as well. So if you're not seeing us here live on Kick or Twitch or even here on TikTok, you can always go over to YouTube. We're over there as well. So once you're missing us on one platform, just check the next. We'll be there. South Africa, yellow card, bad challenge. South Africa is getting a bit frustrated right now. Uh, 6-0. No, I don't think Mexico will be able to give South Africa 6-0. No, I don't think a 6-0 is on the score. If you bet on that, you're a true better if you go for a 6-0 for Mexico right now. South Africa is playing well, you know. It's just that South Africa has not been finishing their chances. That's the only issue. Area, big up yourself, respect for the follow. Yeah, so throughout the years, South Africa has been a great team, man. They have played quality football in the African Nations Cup, you know. They come here as well, and they have represented their country well on the international scene. South Africa is no pushover. Yes, the Mexicans are taking the South African jobs. If it wasn't for poor finishing, man, South Africa would have been on the scoreboard. Cause they got several open chances, just poor finishing why they're not scored. Yeah. It's a very physical match so far, chat. A lot of cards have been given so far in the game. South Africa is down to 10 men. They've been given a red card. It's a very physical game, a lot of fouls. But can Mexico get a third to finish off the game? They're going with 2 attacking change. They're going with Alvarez there and Gonzalez. So they're going with 2 attacking change. So it seems like Mexico want to close out the game, chat. With 15 minutes remaining, Mexico is going for it. I wonder what the plan the coach have, because this can backfire on him, you know. Even though South Africa is down to 10 men, they can still nip it if he's going for all out. It's a very tricky prediction right now, because seeing that Mexico is going full attacking again, they have to be careful. Because this can open space for South Africa to launch their attack as well. I think Mexico should have now looked to pack the midfield, or put in at least another defensive midfielder onto the pitch, and allowed South Africa to attack them. Allow South Africa to come at them, and then they can hit South Africa with the counter, because you know South Africa is currently down to 10 men. So you have a man advantage. Well, yeah, that's true as well. But I think with 15 minutes remaining in the match, I don't think you should be looking to go putting more strikers onto the field with a 2-0 lead. Yoni, big up, Yoni. Shout out the persons watching from Ethiopia. But Yoni, you're from Ethiopia. Why aren't you cheering for South Africa? Why are you cheering for Mexico? Join is live as well, Jess. Oh, we have to discuss that off here. So the Ethiopians are repping for Mexico. Think I'm gonna have to catch up on the international news to see what's happening right now. Okay, we're gonna take a look at that afterwards. Yes, we're gonna have to do a check on that. Lot going on in the world. Guys, remember, if you're new to the stream and the family, remember to drop a follow, so you can keep up with the content. We'll be back again later for the match between South Korea and Czech Republic. We're gonna be here for all the matches. We're gonna be back at 8:30 for the match between Czech Republic and South Korea. Sorry. Gonna be doing the lineup, giving you what's happening in the lineup and such. So ensure that you're following me. We're gonna also be posting the goals. The Mexican first goal is currently on my status. So if you didn't get to see the first goal that Mexico scored, it's on my status. Be posting the second goal shortly as well. God is love, respect. You want respect for the follow. Type. Who do you think is gonna win the match between South Korea and Czech Republic? Guys, remember to drop a follow if you're new. We're live as well over on YouTube, so you can go over there and subscribe to the channel. It's a mental world. South Africa is digging deep. They're trying to get back one. Shout out to all the persons watching from Africa. Whatever country you're watching from, I know we have persons here in the chat already from Ethiopia. Somebody was here earlier from Ghana. Drop the flag of the country that you're representing and also the team that you're supporting here in the World Cup. Remember to drop a follow so you can keep up with the content. Gonna have you up to date on all what's happening in the World Cup. No, there's 8 minutes remaining in the game so far, including added time. Mexico 2-0 up. Oh, VRA. We have a VRA check right here for South Africa. Oh, frustration is getting to South Africa now, guys. We're going to have a VR check on that tackle. What is happening in South Africa? What is happening in the world? The world is cheering against South Africa. And they've gotten a red card, and it seems they're about to get another one, guys. Ooh. VAR, let's see what VAR is saying. VAR, my lord. VAR. The referee is running to the screen now to take a look. The referee is going to the screen to take a look, guys. It's an off the ball challenge, you know. So off the ball challenge. No, that's not a red card. That's not a red card. The Mexican player put his body in the way to block the South African from advancing for a 1-2 pass there. That's not a red card, referee. That's not a red card. The Mexican player body checked the South African player. That's not a red card. The South African player was trying to get around to do a 1-2 with his teammate there. That cannot be a red card. That cannot be a red card, referee. That cannot be a red card. No. No, there's nowhere, Joan, that's a red card. No, that's not a red card right there. The red card has been given again to South Africa, but that's not a red card, chat. That's a very poor officiate. That's poor officiating right there. That's poor officiating right there, chat. Poor officiating. I seem that the referee has an agenda against the South African team. But that's poor officiating right there. That's not a red card. That cannot be a red card challenge. That cannot be a red card challenge. That is not a red card. The Mexican player body checked the South African. He was trying to get around to play the 1-2 pass. That's not a red card. That's not a red card. That is poor officiating right there. If this is the way the World Cup is gonna start and it's gonna progress, we're gonna have some very serious issues going forward, guys. That is poor officiating right there. Poor officiating. That cannot be a red card. Even the South African player is confused. That cannot be a red card. That's not a red card challenge. That is not a red card challenge. South Africa is now down to 9 players, chat, and that's game for them, I think. That's game for them. That is not a red card challenge, guys. That is poor refereeing right there. The South African player was trying to do a 1-2 with his teammate there, and the Mexican step cross and body checked him. And by trying to get around, the South African player hand just caught the Mexican player. And probably in the neck, right around the neck area there. It wasn't on purpose, because you can see he was trying to get around to play the 1-2 with his teammate. And as we know, the South Americans, they're known for diving, you know. And I know we're going to have to bring out the swimming pool for the Argentine and the Brazilian players, I know we're going to have to bring out the diving board and the swimming pool for those type of players, especially they're star players, They're known for diving, I think this World Cup will have an Olympic side to it as well, guys. We're going to have a lot of diving and a lot of acrobatics going on for the players from South America, because they're known for the diving and the theatrics. But as I can say, that I think the South African Federation need to appeal that second red card. They're gonna have to appeal that second red card. Yeah, they have to appeal that. That's a poor officiating by the referee there. That's not a red card challenge. Poor officiating. And if that's what red cards are being given out for, we're gonna have to say the game has gone soft now. The game has gone totally soft. Appreciate the follow. The entire Africa is against South Africa right now. The entire Africa is cheering for Mexico. The entire Africa is here in the chat. Guys, remember to follow me, guys. Drop a follow if you're not following us yet. Yeah, we're going to do some research. Because the entire Africa is cheering for Mexico. Guys, let's get to 10K likes, guys. Let's get up to 10K likes. Let's get up to 10K likes. So with 2 minutes remaining in the game, guys, Mexico, we can say comfortably say Mexico has won this game. Mexico has comfortably won this game. And they're going for another one. Yeah. Mexico is going for another one. I think Mexico will comfortably win this game now. South Africa is down to nine players now, and they're literally out of the game. It's a very, 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 very rough match, but Mexico seems they're gonna come out victorious. No, once you get a red card, just your side go down a play, you won't be able to get back that play. You have to play the match with the remaining players on the field. So South Africa have to play the game with the remaining 9 players they have on the field. But I think they need to appeal that last red card that they got. That was a poor decision by the referee. But Mexico is running away with this league. Yellow card here and a caution. So if you get a second yellow, then you get a red card. So if you get a second yellow, then that turns into a red card. Guys, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as a Mental World. If you're not seeing us here over on TikTok, we're going to be over on YouTube as well streaming. We'll be back at 8:30 for the match between South Korea and Czech Republic. Tomorrow, we'll be back for the match between Canada and Bosnia as well. I'm looking for the added time here. It seems we got 2 minutes added time. Let me check to see the stoppage time that has been added, guys. Get some taps on the screen as well. So we have 7 minutes of stoppage time being added. Yes, this is the first game of the World Cup. This is the first game of the World Cup. Mexico currently running away with it 2-0. South Africa playing with 9 men. They have received 2 red cards. So Mexico is starting the World Cup on fire so far. It was a very interesting game of football, we must say. Very, very interesting game of football to start the World Cup. So I think the World Cup is gonna have a nice high energy. Yes. Shout out to all the persons that are following, guys. Respect for the follow. Oh, look like we have another red card here. Whoa. It looks like we're gonna have another red card here. And that one is going to Mexico. What is happening in this game, guys? What is happening in this game? This is a match of cards. Whoa. Whoa. Stacy, big up. Respect for joining in. We are now into stoppage time, guys. The match is not finished as yet. We are in stoppage time. We have 5 minutes remaining in stoppage time. But we seems to be have another red card here for Mexico. Whoa. Whoa. What is happening? That player World Cup is finished already. Whoa. A red card is a 3-match ban, guys. So to receive a red card at this stage in the game, the World Cup, your first game in the World Cup, and you receive a red card, the World Cup is finished if your side doesn't make it out of the group stage. Whoa, big up all the persons that are following. If you're new to the stream, guys, remember to drop a follow. We'll be back at 8:30 again. We're back at 8:30 for the match between Czech Republic and South Korea. For all the persons who love to watch them Korean movie, you know, you have to forward or come support South Korea. I know a lot of persons love to watch those Asian movies, man, and love watching Korean movies, them. So you have to come out, come cheer for South Korea. You have to come out and support your South Korea. Because that's where you're getting your content from. Appreciate the likes, guys. Let's get up to 10K likes. South Africa seems like they're throwing the kitchen sink at it now. They want to at least salvage their pride. I think they're throwing their kitchen sink at it now. They think they're trying to at least salvage a 1 goal. Because, you know, at some point in the World Cup, goal difference can make a vital part in you qualifying. So I think South Africa is trying to at least get back 1 to, cut down the goal difference. All right, so it's 2 minutes remaining in the game, guys. Yeah. Appreciate the persons who are tapping the screen. Remember to drop a follow. Also remember, guys, click the red button at the top there to follow me so you can keep up with the content. We'll be having all the goal highlights and stuff being posted. So you'll be seeing the second goal for Mexico live on my status after the match. If you missed the first one, it's currently up. You can go there and watch it. We also have it live over on Instagram as well. Definitely. That is it. That is it. Guys, remember to drop in the comments. Drop in the comments which team you're supporting. Drop in the comments. Drop in the comments which team you're supporting, guys. I don't want to see any wagonness on the final day. When you reach the final, I see persons start posting some strange flags, and I'm wondering when these persons start supporting this team. Because I saw on your name, I see you have a Brazil flag, and when we got to the finals, I see you have a Croatia flag. Yes, I remember we collecting tears. One Argentina, you say big up yourself, Springwater, supporting Argentina. With Lionel Messi. Action of the game, yes. And chat, that's it, chat. That is it for the match. That is it for the match, guys. So, guys, let's have a quick chat about the game. So, the match has ended, guys. It's 2-0 to Mexico. Here on the first match of the World Cup. So, what do you think about the match, guys? For persons who got the chance to watch the match. What did you... Yeah, man, what do you think about the match so far? And what you think the World Cup is going to bring? Support Germany. I only support champion Springwater. I only support the champions, you know? I only support champions. So South Africa now have an uphill battle for the rest of the World Cup. I think they have a disciplinary issue that they need to sort out, guys. They've gotten several cards in the game, including 2 red cards. They got 2 red cards. Yes. Yeah, because I see a lot of Africans in the chat celebrating while the match was going on. I see persons from various countries celebrating, saying that, yo, them glad say South Africa is losing. So I need to do some check to see what's happening. But so far, the spotlight is on Mexico, because Mexico are the winners here. So we have to give Mexico their props. Give Mexico their props, you know. It was an end-to-end ball game. It's showing 60% position for Mexico, 40% for South Africa. But the game wouldn't even, if you were watching the match live, the game didn't reflect a Mexican dominance of the ball game. As you can see, John, it was an end-to-end football game. It was end-to-end. Mexico took 16 shots, South Africa 3. And South Africa had 2 shots on target. Mexico had 4. Mexico made use of their shots on target compared to South Africa. Because South Africa was in some good positions at times, you know. But they just fail. They fail to capitalize on the chances that they got. Yes, so that's where Mexico came out on top. But guys, which team you're carrying? You think your team is going to perform as well as Mexico? Going forward, Mexico is starting off well with a clean sheet, you know. Do you think your team is going to perform well going forward? No, man, we don't need no sympathy over here, so Springwater for Germany, man. Champions don't need sympathy, man. It's a rhino tank me I buy for you, you know. Me have a rhino tank put on for you and all of the Brazilians, you know. To have share respect for the gift. We have a rhino tank put on for the Brazilian cult following, you know. We have a rhino tank pull up for the Argentine support team as well, you know. Because we know say yo, a bucket can't hold full of tears, you know. We won't be able to fit the tears of the Brazilian and the Argentines in one bucket. That's why I have to go buy a rhino tank, because there's several Brazilians out there. I know say bucket them and me have I go full with one with probably at least 5 or 6 somebody a ball alone. So we have to get one a rhino tank them. We have to get one a rhino tank them. But as I can say, John, It's a good way to start the World Cup. It's a good way to start World Cup. We got some goals in the first match. We saw end-to-end football, and that is what we are here for. We're here to watch end-to-end football. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. And keep pushing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think that was the tactics the coach came with, to beat the high press. They were trying to play the long ball to beat the high press, but it never worked out for them. That's true. But when you're on the big stage, some coaches, they get the stage fright, You have to remember that as well. They're on the big stage, there's millions looking on them right now. But you can't get stage fright on the big stage. You have to come out and play your best game. Because remember, you're representing your country, Millions of persons cheering for you from your homeland, And that again. So you got to use the hate from the haters, and fuel it into positive energy, Remember, you're not here to play for the haters, You're here to play for the people of your country, your homeland. So it doesn't matter who is hating on you. You have to come out and play. But you say the tiki-taka side, a drone side, Spain, So remember, guys, later on, we're back again, guys. We're going to be coming back at 8:30. 8:30, we'll be back again for the South Korea versus Czech Republic. So all the persons who like to watch the South Korean movies, we have to come out, come cheer for South Korea. And they're gonna be playing against Czech Republic. So remember to follow me if you're not following. So when time I go live at 8:30, you'll get the notification. Definitely, bro. Definitely. And remember to share up the live, guys. Share up the live so other persons can join in and come and interact. So we can have a reasoning, respectful reasoning. We can always agree to disagree, We can always agree to disagree. I see Tavshe here sporting up the South Korea flag. So I guess she's gonna be here live later on supporting South Korea. Do you watch the South Korean movies, Tavshe? Let's see. Tomorrow, guys, remember we have Canada versus Bosnia, US, the host country as well, playing against Paraguay. Canada is also a co-host country. Then we have Qatar against Switzerland the following day. But tomorrow is gonna be Bosnia versus Canada and also USA versus Paraguay. So that should be an interesting match, The match between USA and Paraguay should be a very interesting game, Yes. And on the 13th, which is gonna be Saturday, live here, direct, the Brazilians will be out in their numbers to represent their team. Just know that. Definitely. Make sure you're supporting your team. You have DM me Springwater, forget the link. Because we can't post some content here on stream. Because, FIFA have them license and stuff to bring the content. Yeah, K-dramas. Nice. That's true. As I hear Drone said, guys, sometimes you're not seeing us here on TikTok. We're over on YouTube, we're over on Twitch, and we're over on Kick as well. So ensure that you're following us on those platforms as well. Link in the bio. It's the same name, A Mental World. And also remember to follow Drone. It's Drone Gaming JA. So you can go over there and follow him. He'll have his link as well to his YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So if you're not seeing me live, Drone will be live as well for the match and the watch alongs. Alright, guys. So we'll be back again at 8:30. Same time, same place for the match between South Korea versus Czech Republic. So make sure so to tune in. When you get to know dinner from early. And just forward over and make us all a vibe, all a reason and watch some good football. Is it? Big up yourself, Drone Gaming. Big up all who come out, come show them support. You don't know it's A Mental World. Crazy Gaming vibes. And at 8:30, we'll see you on the Crazy Gaming Inside.